Welcome back. We must push on. We cannot stop. Not until we reach the end. Yikes. Tough times, man. Like last time we had, I didn't want Kai to die. I really didn't. But we had, it was more unclear. We didn't know who this. We thought we couldn't vote So off maybe because he was maybe the sacrifice. Maybe I probably would have done it still because Kai had the information. I would wanted to keep him around, but this time it's just brutal. It's like because Kai was also working with the kidnappers. This time we seem to have two innocent people here, and we just got to vote one off. And there's nothing really we can do about it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I counter that with ooh, ooh, ooh. Music's really good in this game. It's all like synthesized, and it sounds like someone's like MIDI files, but it's good. Can't even hack. Aw. This is cool. This is cool. So up till now, no votes have ever mattered. This time, it's everything. Oh, shit. Woo! Oh, that's such a good way to end it. Oh! Okay. So I'm going to do this actually in the exact same order I did it the first time. So, obviously voting for now is not the right one. I would not do that. But... hey, there's 3 possible endings. Let's do that one first. Whew. Keiji. Wait, what happens then? What happens then? What happens then? I don't remember. If they tie? They just both die? Okay. Of course. Oh, this is so brutal, though. I'd never do this. Oh, you're killing Jin. Ugh. And we, like, organized Jin's vote to go there so we could do this. It's crazy. It can only happen because they all voted ahead of us. Oh. What is this? Are these two like they're not together almost? They're not really in on it, but maybe they're both in the original game. Okay, I think I have gotten all the info. I don't think there's any more info. Like, the things I've been holding back were mainly about his fake name and about the past simulations. So I think it's free to speculate on other stuff I've been thinking of. So, okay, so one thing I did between a couple of the recordings is I went back and checked Keiji's original conversation about the first game. He gave very little details, but he did say that it was decades ago. I think he said supposedly decades ago or something like that. Which would kind of mean that like none of us besides like maybe Mishima, maybe I don't know what Keiji is, but I mean he could be like 40 and just look kind of young. And then decades ago technically could be, I mean maybe he could have been in the game. He's probably the only person besides like Mishima that could be old enough. If they aren't robots. But the fact that it was so long ago kind of makes me think it's less likely that we were all in that main game, like that's the game they were talking about. Unless we're robots. I don't know. That first game is just so specific to us, so... But so I was thinking with the simulation thing and the odds thing, like maybe the first time they did it, Like, they made AIs of us, and then they actually ran it for real. So, like, not decades ago, but like, whatever, a couple years ago. Or less. And they ran it for real. With real people. And that's what the book is about. So, I guess that kind of is an old book. I mean, let's say it could be like... I guess it doesn't matter for robots. It doesn't matter. I mean, that could be any amount of time almost. So whatever. I don't know. It's complicated. It's tough to figure out. But it does seem like there's some kind of truth to that. Or Keiji just was in the game before that kind of really... No, see... I think he has to be behind the planning. Because if the book's written from his perspective... I think he has to be behind the planning to... Either that or he was invited in. It's like, hey, we're going to do another game. You want in? You'll have a chance to save Sarah this time. Alright, I'm going to go on really soon, but also one other thing I thought of too is some of those victim videos, we don't know they're from this time. So, like, let's say the guy with the glasses that got killed with the axe, and he said it was all about us or whatever. I mean, that could have been from the first game. And then we're just a robot, and it's much later. But alright, anyways. But, oh, so this. They keep talking to each other like they know each other no more than... they should. Like, he seemed to know that Sou was out to save Kana earlier. Like, really early on, and then this. This is reality, Keiji. Why is he talking specifically to Keiji? Like he knows him. Like they're in some kind of battle with each other or something. And yeah, I also think... So before I was saying if I was a sacrifice, I would choose to do my best to win. But I wouldn't do this. This is different. Because Sarah can vote for anything and she's not going to die. But like in self-defense, as a sacrifice, now is this is her only option to live. So I don't blame Now for this. I wouldn't blame us for doing it if we were the sacrifice. I wouldn't blame anyone. But choosing to go the sacrifice route instead of something else... so you don't have to play a game next time. I mean, that's to me too far. I would not do that. This is the obvious bad ending, but... Did you see blood? Tell me about blood! It's really the way around, though. I think Now really did nothing wrong, and we did. Ending 1. Okay. Whew. Alright, where are we? Okay. So skip through this stuff. Actually, here, I'll put a save here. Alright, so while this is going on... See, that's kind of a fake choice. That's definitely a fake choice. So I think this is a ridiculously tough choice. I think now is obviously the wrong one. This is ridiculously tough. Like, who do I like more as a character right now? Who's more interesting? It's Sou. But I think, like, he so desperately wants her to live. I think it's it's a mistake to vote for Kana, because you're making an enemy of a guy that is extremely freaking dangerous, and it's like, in general, the games would kind of be safer and easier with him out around. I mean, I would not kill him if I had any other option, but he's like begging you to kill him instead of Kana. So I think that's the right choice, really. It's the one. If I was in this spot, I would make it. It's really tough choice, but I think it's right. And that was the first one I also did when I first played. So. Oh, also, this is heartbreaking. So I can now finally say something from before. Something way back in Chapter 1. This was like one of the few videos I had like a spoiler section on it because it struck me so hard. But so Kana comes to you and she thinks you're like her sister, and she's asking about could she have saved her sister in the first game, and Mishima comes in and says no, you couldn't have, Kana, etc. And after Kana leaves feeling better, Mishima asks us to always treat her like our little sister for the rest of the game. And right now you have the option to kill her. So that, I think, is also another hint that it's like that is the bad option. So I haven't talked to many people about this game, but I have talked to somebody before that had also finished it. And like they felt that it was better to kill Kana because Sou's more useful, and maybe he'll find a way out in the next series or next game or next chapter, and you wouldn't be able to save everyone if you don't have him. But I just don't think so. I just don't think there's anything right about killing Kana here. She's completely innocent. Sou isn't, and Sou's dangerous, and Sou wants you to kill him. So I think that's the right move. No, it's not. No, I don't want to kill you. If it's between you and Now, I would save you. If it's between you and Keiji, I would save you. If it's between you and Kataro, I would save you. But you got someone completely innocent, and you're begging for you to die over them. I will save you. Alright, well, I will do what you want. But, okay, so one thing I wanted to talk about, because it hasn't been talked about in the game, is this explains so much, and you can see it more when you're playing it through a second time. Like, Sou's behavior, it's explained so much by the 0.0% chance to win, and then that being told him up front, is like throughout the game, he's thinking, if I go along with what I would normally do, I'm going to die. I am guaranteed to die. They've run so many simulations, I always die. And that in part could be because he wants to save Kana. But there were other people that had people that wanted to save, and they were not at the same percentage. So, I mean, Kana could always draw a sacrifice or something. So, I think his inclination, actually, is to be on our side. Like, he thinks we're good. But he knows, I trust Sarah, and one, Sarah has the highest percentage chance to win, and two, I always die when I trust Sarah. So, therefore, I have to not trust Sarah. I have to do all these crazy things, because this is my only chance to win, is to be the opposite of what I normally would be. You know? So it's really cool. It really makes his character make a lot more sense, and it's really cool, I think. And it's something really unique. I mean, that is not something that's been explored in... Like, there's some ideas that have been circulated that have been in Danganronpa or have been in Zero Escape, and then they're coming back here. Like, even like having a main game before, years ago, and then having one now. I mean, that's a 999 thing, or Zero Escape. And there's all these little ideas that are kind of reused. But this is extremely original, so I think that's really cool. Like, I've actually in fiction, I've never heard of this idea before of someone being trapped into the game and then being told that, you know, if you follow your instincts, you are guaranteed to lose. So therefore, you have to act like a lunatic and do the opposite of what you think you should do to win. You know, so it's cool. And that explains like why he wanted the laptop himself and et cetera, et cetera. And he's constantly thinking like, you know, oh, you're plotting these crazy things because, you know, maybe that's true. Even though it doesn't seem to be true, maybe that's why he always loses, because he believes it, so. Cool stuff. Well, you kind of did, but you were forced to. It's not your fault. What is this? I don't even know. It's not like I want her to suffer any long. I just want to know what happens. So she's just squished? Okay. She bleeds! She bleeds! Oh, that's so important to know. She's human. Okay. Oh, I have to keep pushing it? What? Okay. So maybe the candidates are human? The thing is Mishima, alright? I keep thinking back to Mishima's death. I guess I got to check that out too. God, there's so much backtracking you have to do. But, did Mishima bleed? Like, I don't really remember blood being a thing. Like, his head fell off, it burned off. I don't remember there being blood, though. I'll have to check that. I tried, what? Oh, I guess in character she couldn't, huh? It's a key. The key to this? No. I'm sure you did that the first time because he talked about that like throughout the game. There's times he said like, you know, like I want to trust you, but I can't, you know? His instincts were to trust Sarah. Oh yeah, God, there's got to be something to it. I keep thinking, all right, maybe my theory is wrong because of the decades thing. But it can't be because we had that vision of Sou dying when Machine Man was alive. And we were like crying over his body. There is a previous game where we played, like most of us. And in that one, our best friend died. That could have been our either Joe or Joe's potential girlfriend. And then in Chapter 2, it said the man we were most in line with died. I believe that was Sou. As well as a boy that was younger than us. I believe that was Jin. And then in Chapter 3, we died. That was the original game. That it seems like it's Keiichi's memory that was writing that book. And how he's haunted and he has hallucinations of our character. I think that's all right. I just don't know. I don't think... I don't know if it was decades ago. He's bleeding. Oh, shit. What's going on? How is this possible? It's not possible. How could he be bleeding? It's not possible. Or is he burned? Or no? Because we saw an image of him dying. Oh, I'm so lost. These have ideas, though. I have all these points of references of things that don't make sense. So if something ever happens, if a revelation happens, then I can maybe piece them together. Oh, so he was shot, apparently, and then ran off. So also the thing is that flashback we had where he died, he also looked like he was, maybe died like this. However, it was like shot, or I don't know. He just had wounds all over his body. It could have been like a Joe like that, too, with like the tentacles. Wow. That is definitely blood. What is going on? How are you not a robot? You've already died before. Was the robot bleeding? I think the robot was bleeding too. Did they run a simulation and somehow put those memories in us? That could make sense. Whew. Did we run a game with the real us but there was a robot Sou? And then we died? And then they put those memories into a robot us? With real Sou? He did say to Keiji that this was reality. Does he know about past ones that weren't reality? Sorry, I'm trying not to break the mood here. I mean, I'm doing a horrible job with that. I have so many ideas going through me. Yeah, this was shocking to me too. My first time playing it is pretty much going to that trial. The one person I was sure was, well, I mean, I was sure we weren't going to die, and I was sure So wasn't going to die because So is so freaking important. It seemed like, but he can die. He's dead. He wasn't a candidate. Ryoko. Ryoko. Oh, yeah, he did say that. Those are his last words, just about. She probably forgot about him, too. She's had so much guilt. She probably forgot those were his last words. Whew. Oh, I don't remember this at all. This should be good. What? 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 So is he the final floor master? Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Oh, so good. You're welcome. Great game you made, dude. Oh boy, okay. So 25 will be ending 1. But we have another ending. Yeah, maybe I should like double save it. Okay. Whew. So yeah, that was powerful stuff. Alright. So this is going against both what Sou wants and what Mishima asks us to do. This just doesn't feel right. I think honestly the only reason to do this is Sou's a more interesting character and you want to see how it's going to be with Sou. But yeah, I just don't think it's right. And I think this is going to be a completely different game in Chapter 3. Obviously, I haven't played it yet, but I don't know if it'll be the same. Like, Sou has like defined the game for a lot of this game. So whether he's around or not is completely different. Seen the now stuff. Try to do this faster. Maybe I'll wait until we see blood just to make sure that we have that proof. Well, she's telling us not to push it. Whoa! Wow. Someone's suffering that much and they don't want to be pushed? Jeez. She prefers this to death, man. Whew. Alright, we saw this. Oh, what? First thing, where the hell did he get a gun? Second thing, look at how tiny it looks compared to Katara's hands. What the hell? What? Yeah, you are super creepy. Oh boy. The human flower? She has to be a doll, right? What humans have these buds in them that are ready to spring like this? Is there blood? I don't see... I mean, this is darker, but that doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't that way originally. I don't see any clear blood. Chosen one? Oh, because we chose her. See, I'm not sure that's a logical choice. I'm not choosing by emotion. Honestly, by emotion, I think a lot of people would save Sou because if they like his character, they want his character to stay around. That's the emotional decision, I think. I mean, unless... It depends on if you really think that we're going to be able to beat the game and everyone will survive next round, which, I mean, I guess so being around helps that, but... Gee, I wonder who. What? I didn't even remember that. Whew. So yeah, I don't see how that could possibly be the good ending. We're on the path to the good end. But the cool thing is we can continue from each one. Oh. So yeah, you made a lifetime enemy out of Sou. That does not seem like a good way to win this game. Ooh, boy. So the amazing thing is the first part of Chapter 3 has been released, and I have not played it yet. I could finally be blind in these recordings, even though I had forgotten like most of what happened in this. I just remember like the main ending bits and stuff, so... Whew! So, okay. So soon I will be starting up Chapter 3. So, until then.